Everyone, and welcome back to the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. Today being the Monday gear review. Every Monday I get to put out a review for you guys on an item that I've used in the field for a certain amount of time and have loved. Or maybe I don't, and then I tell you if I don't like it. But today is another product that I've just absolutely really enjoyed. And again, thanks so much for tuning in here, guys. Before I go over this product, I just want to again, thank you for sharing the podcast, helping this grow. The YouTube channel is growing. The podcast is growing. RedBeard's Fit Crew is growing. Everything's just doing awesome, and I really appreciate it, guys. Continue to share. If you're not already subscribed to YouTube or following wherever you prefer to listen to the podcast, go ahead and do that right now. And also, if you enjoy this video on YouTube, leave a like and a comment down below, guys, so we can continue to help grow the channel. So today, I'm going to go over my favorite stabilizers, the Quattro Archery stabilizers. All right. This is what they look like on the bow. Let's see if I can hold the bow out enough that you can see it. I love these stabilizers, guys. If I can get them all on camera, let's see here. All right, now I'm going to pop these off so I'm not whacking myself in the face while I talk to you about them. And I can show you exactly how I use them in my setup and why I like them so much. So it's taken me a little while. I've gone through a couple different stabilizers and some of the brands that you may know, some you may not, but that's okay. I ran into Quattro Archery, honestly, through Instagram. Started talking to the guys. Love the way that their stabilizers were set up. The clean look to them. They're not necessarily the most micro diameter or the thinnest stabilizers out there. And I'll explain to you why that may not be for me. Some people like it and they look cool. You may think that it helps with wind drift. Honestly, I haven't noticed a difference in wind drift with these versus some of the micro stabilizers that I've used in the past. But what I have noticed a huge difference, I'll go over here shortly. This little knobby thing here at the end is the little quick detach. Okay, on both of them. This is the green. The green may not show up as well on my lighting, my camera. I don't have an awesome camera, guys. But there you go. That's orange. That's the OD green. And man, these things are just clean. That carbon tube right there. Right. Okay, this is the 12-inch. This is the 8-inch. And then on my backup bow there behind me, I've got a 12-inch up front, just straight off the riser, and then the 6.5 on the back with one of their back bar mounts. So I can put my bow down and talk to you a little bit more about this in a little bit. First and foremost, here is the quick detach 7-degree down mount. All right. Man, that thing is clean, I'm telling you. This one is the OD. It's supposed to match I want to say it's very similar to the ambush on the Matthews, and it's the wilderness, I want to say, on the Hoyt is what it's matched up to. So it's just a matte green, great Cerakote finish, guys. I mean, they do amazing work over there at Quattro Archery. They take pride in their work, which I love. And there's that side of it right there. The little engraving on it. And then the back bar mount is that right there. I'm trying to work around the microphone here. Let's see if this works a little bit better. Scoot that back. All right. So that piece right there, guys. That piece is fantastic. I haven't ever had it go loose. It fits flat up against the riser right there. And then you've got adjustments to where you can kick the bar in or out. So the bar sits like this, in, out or in, as close as you want, up or down, however you want. You have both of those adjustments, and then it just locks in. It's solid, guys. And I've taken it through some pretty crazy sagebrush, trees, branches, whatever you want to call it, scrub oak. And that Cerakote job is holding up fantastic. So great workmanship as well. There's the QD. And they also have a QD mount that's a straight bar. So you don't have to go with a 7-degree down, but you've got the straight bar that goes straight out if that's what you prefer as well. And so, yeah, definitely go check those out. Those are great mounting systems. Again, they're not too big and bulky like some back bar brackets can get. They even make one for the Hoyt, the sidebar. So if you're looking for even slimmer profile, go look at the Hoyt one for the sidebar mount. It's fantastic, guys. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the bars here. So the first generation of the bars back there on my backup bow, it has Quattro printed on the side here. So these are the Vulcan Pros. Okay, so they have other bars as well. The Dentro is a wooden stabilizer, so if you like that classic wooden look, definitely go look at those as well. These are their carbon line, and they're super light, obviously without the weight on the front of it here that I've got. And let's just start from the back here. So this is their little QD mount. If I can get it unscrewed here. There we go. Solid Cerakote. Awesome job. There's the aluminum piece. Okay. And in here, they did an awesome job with the engraving. If that will focus on it. Which may not because my face is there. There we go. So the Quattro right there engraved. Awesome work. Right here they've got Vulcan Pro engraved across that. And then their symbol right there for the Vulcan Pro. These weights are fantastic. They've got grippiness. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced where sometimes the weights just don't want to unscrew or they might get stuck. You have to go get some grippiness to get them, taken off. I actually kind of like the look of it too, of the grippy knurling on there. It almost reminds me of like a barbell. And these are their 1 ounce weights. So they also have the bigger ones that come out about like that. It's 1.5 ounce if you're looking for that kind of style, or you want to have 1.5 ounces each weight instead of 1 ounce. So let's start here. The aluminum, again, fantastic Cerakote there. Great job. And then they have the internal dampening. Their internal dampening, the way they've got it set up, and Hano is an engineer, way smarter than me when it comes to this, so I might butcher this, guys, but I'm going to try and tell you as simply as I can the way when we talked about it. So this carbon weave that they have here is one of their strongest carbon weaves that they've had to date. They absolutely love it. And inside the carbon, there is rubber. So for the internal dampening, there's different softness or hardness to rubber. This rubber is, he was explaining it to me, is basically one step away from being liquid. So as soft as it can get to dampen as much of the vibration as he can with the rubber that's inside here. He said it's similar to silicone, where it won't melt in high temperature. So if you happen to leave your bow out in the truck, which I obviously never recommend to anyone, but if you leave your bow out in a hot day, this rubber won't shift, it won't move, it won't melt on you. All right, they have so that internal dampening was amazing. The reason why he was explaining to me why they haven't gone with micro diameter, there's quite a few reasons, but they don't like the idea of having to give up the structural strength and integrity and lightweightness of this size shaft. Okay, so if you're looking for micro diameter stabilizers, I'd ask you why, and kind of just, is it because it's the new thing that's going on? Is it because of wind drift? Is it because of the look? If it's the aesthetics thing for you, then awesome. I mean, that's obviously a big part to play in your setup. But what I've noticed with this is I haven't noticed any difference in wind drift between this and the thinner bars that I've run before, the micro diameter ones. I didn't notice the difference. I noticed the difference with or without arrows in my quiver, but I didn't notice a difference in between the bars. And I had the same length bars out front, back, and I didn't notice a wind drift difference. So that was doesn't really matter for me. What sold me on these, other than how awesome they look, right? was when I took the other bars off my bow, when I got my Matthews, I took the other bars off, I put these on, and the first shot out of the bow, I wish I'd recorded my reaction, guys. I was stunned by how well these dampen versus other bars that I've run. I don't have words to describe it other than I was genuinely stunned. I took them off, took the other bars off, put these on, and I shot it, and I was like, whoa, these bars dampen the shot so well. Absolutely love it. So they do that job extremely well. And then, of course, them being so lightweight here, being able to put weight more out on the end of the bar, which is where you want it, because you want anyone that knows about stabilizers is going to be able to explain this better than me. But basically, you want to have it where the weight is more out on the end, not distributed all the way across, because if it's out on the end, it's going to be harder to move that bar and that weight than if it's distributed all the way across evenly. So having such a light, strong bar here with that good dampening on the inside here, and having the weights on the end is another great feature. Most stabilizers do that, but again, it just seems like these bars are so lightweight here where it matters, and then heavy wherever you put the weight, wherever you decide. Hano is a really, really smart guy. He'll be able to tell you if you have questions about maybe what size bars you should get if you're new to getting stabilizers. That's something else that you can do, is you can reach out to him before you place your order, and he'll be able to walk you through maybe some of the better options as far as stabilization, their setups go. Because you can buy the full kit, like what you see that I have on my bow, with the front QD, the back bar, and the front and back bars. Sorry, the back bar mount and the front and back bars. You can buy them all as a set, which is what I would recommend, and choose the colors that you want, choose the weights that you want, and the lengths that you want. It's completely customizable based on what you're wanting. He's even doing custom engravings right now on the site, and I think it's only a couple dollars more to add those custom engravings. So you can make it your own bar, your own setup for your bow. Honestly, guys, I don't really have a ton else. I could nerd out about this all day, but basically what it boils down to is I've tested plenty of other stabilizers on the market, and I haven't had any stabilizers that can match these bars. Okay. Now these, again, if you're new to archery, you may not notice the difference. I'm still new, but I've shot enough different stabilizers to tell the difference in the vibration for me and the stabilization on the bars. The clean look, if you're looking for a clean look, totally customizable, clean look, great dampening, lightweight bars, you can't get better than Quattro. And I'll just be straight up with you guys. It's just I have no other opinion other than that. Like I said, I've shot quite a few other bars. I haven't shot all the ones on the market, but these bars just have blown me away, and I absolutely love them. So you guys go check them out. Quattro Archery. I'll leave the links down below. Go pick up your setup, guys. Go support this business. They are just an amazing group. They're two brothers that started this because of their passion for archery. We're going to have Hano here on the podcast pretty soon. I'm excited to have that conversation with him. He's just such a smart and genuine individual. But if obviously you're just looking for stabilizers, this is the way to go, guys. These stabilizers are clean. They are fantastic as far as function goes, and you just can't really beat that. You can't beat look good, feel good, perform good. Okay, so go check out Quattro Archery. Again, I'll leave the link down below, guys, so you guys can go check them out. And again, if you have any questions, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, ask me for any other questions that you've got, any other future reviews that you'd like to see. If you're listening in on the podcast, gear reviews are definitely better on YouTube, so go check out the YouTube channel, but leave a follow and a review on the podcast. And again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you coming out and listening to me, my humble opinion on products that I'm using, that I genuinely use. I'm not just saying things to say things. I've been using these bars since basically, I think it was March or April of this year, and I couldn't be happier. So go check them out, Quattro Archery. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you have an amazing start to your week. And of course, get out, live your life, and love it.